Price action concepts can be broadly organized into four main categories: candlestick patterns, support and resistance levels, trends, and chart patterns. When performing price action analysis, traders typically identify these levels and patterns manually on the chart. However, there are indicators available that can automatically detect and display price action levels and patterns for you. In this video, we will explore two indicators for each category of price action concepts that can genuinely support your trading decisions. Let's get started. Candlestick pattern indicators. Let's begin with candlestick patterns. The first indicator we will look at is called Candlestick Patterns Identified. To add it, click on the indicator search bar and type in the name. Once you add this indicator, it will automatically begin identifying and labeling candlestick patterns directly on your price chart. If you navigate to the settings of this indicator and open the Style tab, you will find a list of candlestick patterns that the indicator can recognize. This list focuses on the most commonly used patterns among traders rather than every pattern in existence. Depending on your personal trading strategy, you can customize which patterns appear by enabling or disabling them individually within the settings. This makes the indicator flexible and practical for different types of traders. The second candlestick indicator is called All Candlestick Patterns, which is a built-in indicator available directly on the TradingView platform. Once added to your chart, it works similarly to the first indicator by automatically identifying patterns on the price chart. However, the key difference is that this indicator covers a significantly larger list of candlestick patterns, including some that are less commonly used in everyday trading. In the Inputs tab within the indicator settings, you will find the full list of patterns available. If your trading strategy relies on a specific or less popular candlestick pattern, there is a strong chance you will find it listed here, allowing you to have it automatically identified on your chart. Trend and trend line indicators. Now let's move on to indicators designed for identifying trends and drawing trend lines. The first indicator in this category is called Trend Lines version 2. Once you add this indicator to your chart, it will automatically draw trend lines based on the current direction of the market. For example, if the market is currently in an uptrend, the indicator will draw uptrend lines accordingly on the chart. This is considered one of the more reliable trend line indicators available, making it a solid tool for identifying the prevailing trend and visualizing trend lines without manually drawing them yourself. The second indicator for trends is called Adaptive Trend Finder. After adding this indicator, it identifies the current trend channel and draws it directly on the price chart. For an ongoing uptrend, the indicator will display the best fitting trend channel based on current price action. By default, this indicator operates from a short-term perspective. However, within the indicator settings, you will find an option to switch to a long-term channel view. When the long-term option is enabled, the indicator will identify and display the broader trend channel on the chart. A highly effective approach is to apply two instances of this indicator simultaneously, one configured for long-term and the other for short-term. This allows you to analyze price behavior from both perspectives at the same time. For instance, you can determine whether a current price move is simply a pullback within a larger downtrend, or whether an actual trend reversal is beginning to take shape. Support and resistance indicators. Next, let's look at indicators for support and resistance. The first one is called Support and Resistance Non-Repainting. Once added, This indicator automatically plots support and resistance zones on the chart based on larger price swings. For example, it may display a resistance zone at a level where price previously reversed into a downtrend, or a support zone where price previously bounced into an uptrend. Because this indicator focuses on larger swings, the levels it identifies are more relevant for higher time frame analysis and broader market structure. The second support and resistance indicator is called support and resistance levels with breaks. Unlike the first indicator, which focuses primarily on larger price swings, this indicator also accounts for shorter-term price swings occurring within trends. This means it displays not only the major support and resistance levels, but also the smaller, shorter-term levels that form inside ongoing trends. Using both of these indicators together gives you a more complete picture of the key levels on your chart, covering both the macro and micro structure of price actions simultaneously. Chart pattern indicators. Finally, let's cover indicators for identifying chart patterns. The first is called auto chart patterns. After adding this indicator, it will automatically detect and highlight chart patterns on the price chart. What makes this indicator stand out is the level of control it gives you over what patterns are identified. In the settings, you can choose between channels, wedges, or triangles. You can also filter by direction such as rising, falling, or flat, as well as by structure such as expanding or contracting. With all these customizable options, you can define precisely the types of chart patterns you want the indicator to scan for. This makes it one of the most comprehensive chart pattern indicators available on the TradingView platform. The second chart pattern indicator is called Head and Shoulders Pattern. This indicator specifically identifies head and shoulders formations on the price chart, which is one of the most recognized patterns for spotting potential market reversals. If head and shoulders patterns play a role in your trading strategy, this indicator is a practical and reliable tool for automatically flagging those setups as they form. To summarize, we covered 2 indicators for each of the 4 main price action categories. It is important to note that none of these are buy or sell signal generators. They are tools designed to help you identify price action levels and patterns more efficiently. You still need a solid understanding of price action concepts, and you should always validate what the indicators show before making any trading decisions. Thank you for watching, and feel free to leave any questions in the comments.